Hi folks, and welcome back to Math with Captain Rod. I'm making this video here to help teach you how to evaluate function values. See, my V and my U look about the same there, but alright. So what we're going to do is, given these two functions, f of x equals x squared minus 9 and g of x equals 2x plus 6, we are going to find f plus g of 5, f times g of minus 1, f over g of 4. All right, so let's do that. So first of all, let's write out the sum of these two functions here. So what this is going to be, whoops, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this, right? F plus g is equal to x squared minus 9 plus 2x plus 6. And let me go ahead and simplify that. So that's going to be x squared, whoops, that was a 2, plus 2x, and then negative 9 and 6 is 3. So here's our function here. Therefore, f plus g of 5, right, now what I'm going to do is just put 5 into that function. That's going to be 5 squared plus 2 times 5 plus 3, which is 25. Let's see, 35, I think, plus 3, I believe that's 38. All right. Try number 2 here. Now, one of the warnings I give you about with number 2, I'm working from a set of notes here that were given to me. There is no operation between these. When there's no operation between these, it's assumed to be plus. The reason I'm making a little bit of a big deal of this one is you got to be very careful. There's a very similar looking operation to this. You might see someday, or maybe in this book, something like this. And this would actually read f of g of something, and that's a completely different deal. F of g is different than f times g. The intention for this one is f times g, I'm sure. So f times g, oops, first let's start with that. F times g is equal to x squared minus 9 times 2x plus 6. We could distribute this, FOIL it out. I don't see any reason to do that right now. Now what we'll do is we'll evaluate that at minus 1. So f times g of minus 1. Now I know this looks like times, but this is just function language here. You know how, right, f of x equals some function, f of minus 1, you put that value in. That's the notation here. All right, so we're putting negative 1 into this function. That's not negative 1 times this function. So negative 1 squared, if you don't mind, I'll just write 1 minus 9 times. We'll put a minus 1 right here. This is going to be 2 times minus 1, negative 2 plus 6. That's going to be negative 8 times 4. Negative 32 comes out of that. All right, let's try this one. F over g of 4. So I'm going to start by finding f over g. Oops. So that's going to equal x squared minus 9, oops, over 2x plus 6. Now, a little note here, this function has potential here for a division by 0. A value of negative 3 would give us a 0 on the bottom. So negative 3 is not in the domain of this function. However, this is not evaluated at negative 3, so we're good. So f over g of 4, now we'll just put 4 into this function. So that's going to be 4 squared. If you don't mind, I'm just going to put 16 minus 9 over. In the bottom, 2 times 4 is 8 plus 6. Top of that thing, let's see, 16 minus 9, 7. 8 plus 6, 14. And this is, we can simplify a little further, 1/2. So, all right, this is just meant to be the first video on how to evaluate functions. I hope that this has helped demonstrate that for you. Have a great day.